Hello, everybody. Today is March 28th. Welcome to The Source. Today's show is The Marketplace. This is a space for us to come together to talk business. Bring your conscious business, conscious products, conscious services, conscious events to the table, and let's discuss. Let's share ideas. Let's work together. Let's bring it all forward for the completion of paradise on earth. Let's collaborate. So the marketplace on the small level is each of us doing our one piece. So ultimately it is the whole system, the marketplace, the largest conscious global marketplace to ever grace the earth. So in the larger scale, it's gathering marketplaces, all the marketplaces from around the planet, putting them into a whole system, one global marketplace. So that we, for one thing, we can place our products, our services, and our events into every marketplace that we find while we search. And then the next level is, as we build it out, maybe this is just one platform, one space where we're just showcasing all the marketplaces, and then we make sure that our products are in prime location within that system. And yeah, so we are co-creating the marketplace. Here now, we are the ones, and this is a whole system as a part of the whole system, the resource-based economic system for our planet. Marketplace, media, education, sustainable building, health, all those different areas of a whole system society or economic system or world. That's what we're building out together with the Source, with all of the different movements that are working together or not, or separate even, to bring in a better world. We're bringing them all together. The intentions are set. We're speaking the words. We're holding the thoughts. We're vibrating at the highest frequency to a point where it manifests. We're visualizing that reality as already existent. And then we're taking action in the physical. We're using the internet as a viral technology, a means for connecting humanity, for raising awareness, raising consciousness, sharing ideas, bringing people together. And there's new ideas. You could say new, but nothing's new. That is cooperative. That is collectives. That is co-creation. That is open sourcing. That is automation. And we're seeking to bring all new ideas, all new technologies, all of the highest solutions in all fields together to build out this new system. All of the masters, yourself, myself, all of us, masters in every field together to be a core council per se. So what a beautiful time to be here now. So now with one of our other shows, we started to develop a project management space, a Google document for now. And we'll upgrade our technologies, but start with a Google Doc. It's fine. And I'm going to put that on the screen. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. So this here is a simple Google Doc. Project management space, the marketplace. Project management space, the marketplace. Roles. We need people to come together and each person to take on a role, what they love to do, what they feel they can contribute towards this. The minutes are important. Someone to take notes during the meeting. And then to be able to send it out in an email out to all of the different co-creators, or make sure that it's shared in our Slack space, the chat space. So we'll need that created. So somebody that likes to create Slack spaces is a great, key role as well. And somebody that can coordinate within that Slack and, create the spaces within it and help kind of orchestrate that. The project management role, somebody that enjoys bringing the project forward, keeping an eye on this project and what are our goals within it and who's showing up and what each person's doing and when we're doing it by and holding everyone accountable and just keep moving it forward to complete our mission. Social media and marketing, people that love to share and promote things that are good. And so, sharing to Facebook, sharing to Twitter, sharing to YouTube, sharing to Pinterest and Instagram and Snapchat and all the different social media outlets. And also sharing with email lists, sharing via text to our friends, putting up flyers in your local town to promote the marketplace. If you're living in Ojai, California, you go to town, you put up a basic standard flyer that says the Ojai Marketplace with the description and then how to join it, and people in Ojai will come together locally and they'll have a meeting, or you can just do an internet version. Let's all gather online at this time, this date. And then, hello, brother.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right.
I'm actually on the road doing some errands. I figured I'll join in for a few.
Cool. Awesome. Just did the introduction for the marketplace show and showcasing a little project management space, like a document that helps coordinate the project management.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So what's up?
Not much. Just like I said, handling some errands, running around.
Cool.
Other than that, just being present, and I felt like being on the call for a minute and see what was up, what was going on.
Okay. Well, I can continue presenting, and you can see what's flowing, and if that's cool.
Continue.
All right, brother. Thank you. So
Thank you.
This here, just talking about the various roles of individuals that show up to these meetings for these projects. What are those roles that people can step into according to their passion, what they love to do, or what they would love to contribute towards the building of an important piece towards bringing in a better world. So we've talked about the minutes, writing minutes, talked about a project management leader, talked about social media and marketing individuals. Now we're on promo videos. Like it's one of the most popular ways to put out messages in today's world is a video. Short and sweet, packed to the punch, really amazing videos. People that love to make videos. That's important. Graphics, people that bring graphic design skills are important and can help this project move forward. Website builders are important. And anything else business related per se, legal, building, an actual organization, we've got management and marketing and human resource. You can somebody that enjoys to bring the people into this space and bring them together and help help them with their roles and moving the operation forward. And every role of a business can be put into place in a project. And what better project than a marketplace, or basically helping every single one of us in the planet with our product, with our service, with our event, and making sure there's one spot where all the amazing marketplaces exist, and we can place all of our products and services and events, and we can even make sure that ours, rise to the top of that space continually through great rating systems, and we stick together. Like the marketplace of the future, everything is local, yes, as much as we can, local, sustainable, eco, conscious, the whole, from the beginning of the product or the service or the event, it starts out conscious and eco and sustainable and sourced by local and by your neighbors that you've built a relationship with over a long period of time, and there's trust. And these are, in each marketplace on the planet, each local town will build out their own marketplace. They'll have their own website. They'll showcase their own products, services, and events. They'll also have physical marketplace existing in their town, and it'll populate the website, and it'll be a very natural flow. And then the large marketplace will just be a showcase of all the local marketplaces on the planet, and easy to be able to search. You go to the big website and you type in goat cheese, Ojai, California, and it just brings up all the goat cheese that's close to Ojai and that has the best rating according to whether it's local, sustainable, eco, sourced properly, infused with love, with human hands as best as possible, and infused with Reiki energy. Having the actual businesses truly understand that we create a reality, and that we can infuse our love into an intent into all of these product, service, and events, and that that they're even activated to have a level of energy within their intentions, within their vibrations, to be able to infuse that, so that when we put out anything into the world, whether it's an idea for our educators who are allowed to be on stage in front of everybody, to our products that are like goat cheese that has been infused with the highest level of love by the most loving individuals, through the whole process of local sourcing all the way through to distribution. And so we know that we're actually taking in something that is of the highest vibration and energy within our systems. So there is no room for error within our local systems, our communities, as everything that's put out comes back. And it's so important to make sure our products and our service offerings and our events are of the highest vibration, to maintain the field of a paradise on earth, paradise in your local community, which then fractally is paradise on earth, as every single community is one fractal and ripples out to change every other fractal. So so that's what we're doing, is we're building that marketplace on the large level, but on the local level, each of us has a product or a service or an event that when we come together in the space, we can talk and share ideas and work together on each other's products and help each other place our products in the right placement, help each other market them out, help each other set up the systems for our business and our products and whatnot. And that's what this space is for that. So this is the project manager space. We have some things that we learned with our other meetings, our other projects are included in this, and this will keep growing and evolving. But the next thing is an ideal collaborators list. And what an ideal collaborators list is just saying, like, each person that comes on the call or that attends the meeting says to herself, okay, the marketplace, who do I know that would be a great addition to this team, to this call? Who has products, services, or events, or who is a great thinker in that field, or what businesses or websites are doing amazing things in this field that we can bring into this to create like a cooperative group of enterprising businesses and leaders that can really build this out and really help each other move forward and whatnot. So amazing, like for other like global, for our show Global Women's Empowerment, you know, the list had names like Unify Global Sisterhood and Woman Network, which is the largest women's networking group on the planet. And you know, like go straight to them, and we'll type up a letter that is a proposal, really professional, that says to them who we are, what we're doing, and come join us in this mission. And they can come on here and present their whole operation as one episode of the show, so we all can learn how to really get involved with Unified Global Sisterhood. You know, so it's a great opportunity for each organization or website to come on our show, and we promote it, we bring together leaders, and we promote it afterwards. So it's a great chance for them to build their branding and get their message out there. And so the next thing on the list here is creating a click funnel and a Slack chat space. So we have people within our networks that like to create these landing pages, click funnels, which are amazing for when we put our message out there. Hey, join us in the marketplace. Come join us on our live show. Join us in our Slack chat space for project management. And the message is typed in a way that it is short, sweet, to the point, professional, really well written, and direct to, you know, action. You know, here's who we are, here's what we're doing, join us. And it could be like just put their email address in there, and then it takes them to the Slack chat space. And within that Slack chat space, it says that we have a weekly show called The Marketplace. And then it has our project management document right there. So right when they get in there, it's like, you know, how would you like to be involved, and whatnot. So the next thing is our weekly show. So The Marketplace, Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is where we put in a little basic information, like the description of the show. I'm going to go ahead and grab that and put that in there, since this is a new document for the show. So as you see, I'm playing all the roles at this moment for the most part. We've got Richard, I am playing the role of presence, and also a great business advisor as well. And he also can bring a lot to it. And just presence alone, though, you know, is really, really important. We all are divinely guided by many of the highest guides, and angelic energies, and elemental and extraterrestrial, and all the different beings that exist. We have different guide teams. And when they come together, we create the closest thing to a pure, complete source that is all that is. Let's see here. So here's a little bit of description. I'm going to just put that on there. The Marketplace. Okay, right there. I'm going to edit a little bit. Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What are you creating? Who are you becoming? Conscious business, products, services, and events. Creating cooperative businesses, collectives, and co-op communities, and bringing back the village everywhere. What does that add up to? That adds up to let us gather to build out the largest conscious marketplace to grace the earth. Bring your products, your services, events, and more. Share links to all the conscious marketplaces that exist today. Here's our Zoom link to access the show. And here's our call-in number and meeting ID if you can't use the Zoom, the Zoom technology. And there's international numbers available for those that can't get in because they're around the world. And there's a link for all of the different countries, how to call in. There's that. Now, call-in info is down here, so I'll go ahead and move that down. This is presentable, and then we'll share this with all of our networks so that people can see it, see how they can get involved, and join us. Let's see here. Okay, that's good for now. And then down here, I haven't really edited it yet, so we'll have to do some editing. Sign up here. That takes you to our newsletter, I do believe. Let me just double check that. That should work for all of our newsletters. Yes, it does. That's our link to it. That link is on our website. It says, Paradise on Earth Now. There's a link right in the top in the middle there. And that takes you to sign up for our newsletters. And we'll have a newsletter for every single one of our projects. So you can sign up for whichever newsletter you're interested in. And we'll have each one on here. The marketplace will be added soon. And we'll put out messages. Each project maybe like once a month, a newsletter put out. And it's like how to get involved and what updates, what's been going on with each project. So back to here. Okay. The next step is social media push. So this is where we share some of our promotional, how to promote messages. If we've already created a message that is a good message for how to get involved with the project and put it out through social media, these are the links for what to share. So you don't have to create your own media either. And when our social media teammates show up, they can create those contents for our team and then put them out. And then we all can share them or allow them to be auto-shared on your walls or on your groups. So I'm going to go ahead and take these links out of here and get ready for the next links to come in. Okay. Which might as well go ahead and grab those. What's the social media push? Share these. That would be the marketplace. So I've already sent out some promotions. So let's see if we have a good one. Okay, doing this live on air. And that's a pretty good little promotion. Okay, doing this live on air. Source, main feature show. The marketplace, becoming conscious business. That's one of our last episodes on YouTube. Put previous episodes on there. Maybe that'll do something good. Why not?
At Overlow, we made the management of your dropshipping business take.
Okay, previous episodes, I'll put here. All right, there's one that I can see down here. The other ones, so marketplace. Let's go to YouTube. Go to our channel, which all of our shows are listed here on my channel, on our channel, under the source. Our subscriber list is growing. Our views are growing just by putting out daily shows, daily content. Each one's growing. Each show is growing, and then collectively our branding is growing. And those that have put their own shows on have also grown their brand as well. And we're all presenting through the source So that brings everybody to the source and increases our brand exposure out there. And the concept of we all have our own shows. We all work together to project manage Paradise on Earth. So down here, click on videos. All right, here's all of our shows so far. Go back here, look for the marketplace. There's the most recent one right there. Keep going. Boom, keep going. There's the last one. Okay, there's two there. So I'm gonna open those up. 1 and 2. Okay. And then I'm going to load more. Go ahead and grab these links.
Project management law.
Project management. There's an offer to master your project management skills.
Eggo waffles now have no artificial flavors.
Copy. I'll let that play out. I know,
You should
I'm
actually
great.
take
Thank
the
you.
online PMP certification course and lead.
Okay.
To
Copy. One. Okay. And the dates, put those on there. March 15th. And March 15th and March 22nd. Or March 14th and March 21st. March 14th. And maybe a little bit more. Let's see if there's one before that. That's it. Perfect. We've only been doing shows for like 2 weeks. Perfect. Okay, closing that. All right, we're looking at our promotional posts. So the best messages that we put out there that we could share. All right, looks like we can create a new one, but let's start with this one, right? Put that on here. Create a new. Perfect. Okay, previous episodes. Now down here we have meeting minutes. So after the show, we type up the meeting minutes. We put those out to our collaborators, or we put it in the Slack space so that everybody can keep up with that and have a log of all that we're doing and making sure we all move it forward. Soon, let's see here up to today's date. So 2/28/17 coming. I can start typing some here for later reference. Introduction of concept. And then there's project management, showcase of systems, identifying roles, and let's see. So that's some of the things. We put that into a document. These are minutes. Bring ideal collaborators live on the weekly show. Okay, this will be a link to our ideal collaborators document. And again, those are all of the leaders in our networks that are interested in business and have product, services, and events, as well as reaching out with a professional letter, which is the next step here. We all type up a letter together and we put that out to all of the big named business marketplaces and businesses and product and service and event, organizations, and we bring them all in to collaborate and to showcase what they're doing and how we can all get involved, and why build something that's already built. So that's what that is right there, weekly letter. Okay, this is that. We can share this with all of our co-creators out there. So let's see, we are at about 30 minutes into the show. Richard, do you have anything, any comments, any questions at this point?
No, just listening in and holding space, since we're in the new moon energies right now. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Let me see. No, I'm pretty blank right now. So,
would you like to share a little bit about your business experience and what your experience is and what you feel that you bring within that realm for individuals that might show up, and what skills, what knowledge, what abilities, things like that?
well, from a business point of view, as a business owner, what I've noticed through just my process of evolving myself and creating that business isn't what it used to be anymore. When I first started working, it was more about I needed to make money to support myself or sustain myself. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
So one of the things that I came to realize is I had a near death. And when I came out of that near death, my conscious level was different. Business was different. And what happened was the universe was trying to show me that there's a new way of looking at business and approaching business. Before, we approached business as a necessity, a need. We need to pay our rent. We need to pay our bills. We need to support our families. And a lot of us throughout history put a lot of effort into doing all these things. And what happens is we end up getting sick. And a lot of times it's final. But for most of us that do have these near deaths, we get an awakening, a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at life, and from a higher conscious level, higher point of view. Now, what I seen in my business as I continued to work after my surgery was that work had no longer to do with work. It had to do with the people that I was nearby or working around. For example, they would call me that a car didn't work, and I would go look at the car. Now, while I was looking at this car, a customer would walk up and suddenly start asking me questions about things that was going on with them for one reason or another. So the universe started showing me that success is going to come out of working with others more than trying to find a job to sustain us. The job to sustain us comes automatically when we're working with others. And the more I noticed this as I continued my path, the more I went out there and worked, it seemed like the more people were attracted to me. And the jobs actually became the payment for the communication with the individual. So I was being asked to find a new way of creating my reality so I could sustain more freedom, but be able to still continue to work. When these opportunities showed up. And then instead of being forced to work in an establishment where you're not happy, to find things that make you happy and go out and work and doing those things. So I've been going through a transition right now, trying to find the best possible outcomes for me to go back out and start working. Now, I'm not going to lie, I haven't worked in probably 2-3 years, going on maybe even longer than that. But before that, I was working here and there. Today, when my body's able to function, my mind's able to function, I go out and work. But it's a different style of work now. I don't consider it work anymore. I consider it something that I like to do, that I want to do. And when we like to do things and want to do things, it's not work anymore. We're not obligated to do things. We do it with enjoyment. We do it because we care. We do it because we want. We want to make a difference. We want to make a change. When I got sick, I did things because I felt I needed to do them. I felt I needed to support. I needed to do this. So no matter what happened in my life, I still wanted to have fun. I still wanted to enjoy life. And what happens is our energies in our bodies get strained so much that we cause illnesses in our bodies. And then the illness puts us down, gets us to slow down. Sometimes it'll cause us to get too ill to recover because we get lost in our illnesses. So today, it's very important for us to find balance within our work, our environment. Knowing how much time to spend at work, how much time to spend with your family, if you have a family, or spend time on your own. There's a balance to everything. And work, I feel it's a program that we've been programmed to tell ourselves that we have to do things, when in reality, I feel that we don't have to do things. We do things because we want to do things. We do things because we love to do things. And when we move into that energy field of loving what we like to do, then what happens is other people step up and they learn to love what they love to do. And what happens is it releases pressure off each other so we can all enjoy what we love to do. And at the end of the day, things will still get done. Things will still get moved forward, but without pressure, without someone feeling that they need to do something because someone else wants them to. They do it because they love to do it. And because they like to do it, they'll get the pleasure when someone else comes up and says, oh, look, this is cleaned up, or this is this. And, news gets around and, the compliments come here because we all, feel good when we get compliments for one reason or another. It's just, I guess, part of human nature. But again, at the end of the day, it's about what you love to do and doing what you enjoy to do. And a lot of people they enjoy picking up trash, for example. There's nothing wrong with it. Today, I ain't gonna lie, I hated my whole life going out into my backyard, cutting the grass or trimming the trees or being in nature outside in the sun. I didn't want to get hit by the sun because to me, I was taught my whole life that that's work. You got to get up on the weekends and go rake the leaves and go clean and go do this. That's work. I don't want to go work. I didn't want to listen to my parents to go work. I'm like, no, I want to play video games. I want to play. I want to have fun. And no, everything was work. Well, today as an adult, going out to my backyard and trimming the tree or, picking up the leaves and stuff, I don't consider it work anymore. I consider it actually meditating, being part of nature, enjoying the sun, enjoying the breeze. That, to me, is the biggest difference when it comes to work. It's the programming that we have inside ourselves to believe what's working, what's not. And the sooner we let go of the word work and move into enjoying what we love to do, everything that's out there is enjoyable. And there's people that actually enjoy doing some of these things, no matter what we think of it. So by us stepping back and trusting what we're feeling and doing what we love, other people get to do what they love. And that's when we come in unity. That's when we work in synchronicity. That's when the biggest manifestations of joy comes together within the group of individuals that are working together. Because now everybody's doing what they love to do instead of being obligated to do something because they feel pressure that they need money or they have to sustain a village or whatever, you know. It's, if you're moving into a field where you feel that it's your responsibility to support others or take care of others, you're in a state of work. You're not in a state of joy. When you enjoy what you love to do, you're automatically helping others. You're automatically doing work. So why do we got to call it work? But thank you. I don't know where all that stuff came from, but it came from somewhere. I love you, my friend.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That was so beautiful. It was so profound and perfect in this moment. Because, and I, you know, just yesterday, you know, cleaning this apartment here, you know, like I was exhausted, you know, to me, I can keep my balance, but I had already had a full day and I was just like, I can't, and just like, and like the same, exactly what you just said comes up within me. And I'm like, there's somebody that loves to do this and I am in their way. I don't, and like, so.
Yeah, no, bottom line, that's what it is. I mean, and don't get me wrong, eventually people that, you know, don't get me wrong here. Perfect example. My wife is the one who loves to clean. She would come, when I met her and we were together, you know, 30 years ago, I mean, she wouldn't go to sleep till midnight.
Wow.
1 o'clock. And she would spend, I lying to you, get up at 5 in the morning, go to sleep at midnight. And most of the day was cooking, cleaning. And again, I lived in a one-room studio with one kid. I could not understand how this person could spend so much time cleaning. But it's because they loved everything to be clean, every little, I mean, you'd be amazed. I had to like literally tell her to stop.
Yeah.
But again, people have these urges. I remember I went hiking one time and there was a truckload of gear because they were doing a little party at night at the campground. And they were asking, you know, a few volunteers to go out and help. And I was going to volunteer. My friend stops me and says, do you want to go? And I'm like, no. He says, don't worry about it. And he says, look inside. He goes, there's somebody here that loves to work and wants to do it. He's a soldier. He's here to do that kind of stuff. And I was like, and he goes, you serious? He goes, man, this guy's like a workhorse. His legs, he could climb up this mountain 20 times and it won't even bother him. And sure enough, we stood back and you seen this guy just go up and down, up and down. And at the end of the day, I said, how you doing? He's like, I'm ready to do this 20 more times. I'm like, and that was the showing me, the universe was showing me that when we step back and believe that all these people are there, then everybody starts stepping in. But because we have these fears or these lacks or beliefs that we have to do these things, these people never show up.
Yeah. Indeed. And the other thing, you know, what's beautiful about what I'm guided to do here with creating these shows, and really a lot of what these shows are is for each person to step into the light and to be able to bring through what they do, what they know, whatever their piece is. And then I'm starting to see, I'm starting to be able to see what spirit wants to be shared in a really good like form. Like for example, you just did a presentation. You did your TED talk on business 2.0 or whatnot, business in the new now. And through your experience, this is going to help a lot of people. So then my role then is to take this video and I'm going to clip it so that it's just your presentation. And then I'm going to put that up on YouTube and put a good picture, put a good description, and promote that out there. Share it with you, share it on the Trust and Allow page. And then even beyond that, there's an individual named Norm that you may have met who has a presentation on the word work and how to transmute it or alchemize it into play. And it is a TED Talk. It's amazing. It's beautiful. He even draws it out with a formula and pictures, and it's really amazing. And to then contact him and really get that presentation so that I have yours and then his. So yours goes first. I share that a bunch, then his shows up, I share that a bunch, and then I promote the two together. Here's your presentation, here's his. People then can receive that. And it's step by step, through the process of letting go of the old way of business and then into the new understanding of what business or work is in the new and how to do it. Yeah.
Correct, and this is why I see a lot of businesses starting to struggle and shift right now because they're still stuck in the old paradigm, and a lot of people are spiritual, so that's where the conscious shift has to happen, and trust and allow that there's something greater at work.
Yeah, indeed. Well, this has been a great show. Is there anything else you'd like to share today?
Not unless you have a question regarding anything I said. Usually I'm blank unless something suddenly pops up.
Right. Sure. I had a very similar experience with my 8 years in business and my near-death experience by being hit by the car, which began to help me let go of the business. And yes, I'm looking at. I actually typed up notes of your presentation on the screen here. So I actually had the near death. I then just showed up to work every day in allowance and letting go of everything, and all the leaders in my business stepped into their roles, and I was no longer trying to hold on to this business. I was allowing, what was meant to happen, and I was, sick. I was for 5 years. I was driving around in circles with the business, and the ego was like, I will not quit, I will not fail. The America programming, and had that awakening to the higher conscious level, and then I was given, in those last 3 years in business, I was given all the pieces towards my next phase in life, which is building out paradise on earth. And I was guided every single day on how to awaken, how to expand my consciousness, how to activate DNA, how to clear blocks, how to activate your Christed hearts, connect to your higher self, your guides, expanding beyond earth and out to the infinite and unconditional love and non-judgment, and everything that is the making of the new human being, the divine being that we each are as creator incarnate. And so everything that you said is exactly my journey, and a lot of people that will see this will realize that this is their journey as well, as they've gone through a similar experience, and they're showing up as presence and holding space for the next phase. I'm seeing everybody in my reality creating their own businesses now, and I'm able to hold space and help guide them in their journey from this place. And Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, yes,
Indeed.
very. And like I said, that's one of my things that I'm here is to assist those individuals going through transitions right now. Because again, I know we're all being shown different things. So when we come together, we can help each other continue to move forward in the process. Just like right now, I'm having to do a lot of clearing, when it comes to certain energies. And it's because of what I'm here to do as a healer. We're all healers. We're just all good healers in different things.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
beautiful.
I'm just sharing your Facebook name at the bottom of the page here, and then the trust and allow. Change the color. Let's see here. This is pretty cool. I'm using a whiteboard on the screen.
Nice.
Yeah. Format blue. Oops, it was already blue. Format red. That's sweet. All right.
Just one last thing that's coming right now. Just keep in mind work, business, or income. As we move forward in any structure of work, it's trusting and allowing that there's a greater purpose today. Every individual that just starts letting go and going with the flow of things, for some of us, there will be some obstacles that we still have. There's some learning obstacles that we still have to learn and let go. But it's going to happen quick for us to all move forward quickly and get on the path. But as we move forward and have these experiences, the flow of income will start showing up as we continue to trust what's going on. No matter if an expectation is not met, remember it's because we had an expectation. So keep in mind, one of the biggest things with work is knowing that it's time to let go of the need, the want, and the expectation. At the end of the day, it's every one of you here listening to this call is abundant. And when I talk about abundant, you guys are abundant in every aspect of your life. That's why you're listening to this phone call. And if you reach these words, it's because it's time for you. So keep in mind, trust and allow, and everything will fall into place when you're open to your higher self, because you are meant to be abundant in all aspects of your life. Thank you again. Peace, love, joy, and abundance to you and your loved ones. Enjoy.
Awesome. Beautiful, brother. Thank you for joining us here today. This has been The Source, the Marketplace. Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, we have shows every morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then shows on Friday, Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All listed on our website, www.thesource.network. Check us out. Thank you, brother. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Likewise. And we'll talk later.
Okay, sounds good.
See what's up with Ventura.
Okay, yeah. Let me know. Let me know. That's work. That's play. That's bringing together amazing women leaders and other leaders in the Ventura and this region that all have amazing businesses, products, services, events. This group, Ecstatic Yes, is a powerhouse of mature women that have a lot to offer.
Well, being that I'm a healer, right now I don't have, a lot of ends because I haven't put myself out there, so gas wise, that's my biggest concern, to get up there and back, because I'm not taking from the household right now at this present time.
Sure.
I'm allowing for them to finish their transition, because as unity consciousness come together, me as a household, if I want to continue to live as a household, we all have to be in synchronistic. And there's things that have to be taken care of within our family, and things that have to be letting go within themselves too, for us to flow the way we're supposed to flow, because again, we're working in unit. So I know I'm being guided to start bringing my own income to the unit, to the household. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, everything's being all my expenses are being taken care of, but anything above and beyond, I have to be willing to take care of myself. It's something of me. So again, it's about bringing balance to the unit. Each person has to do their part, and I have to start bringing in my own part, to the structure. Now that I'm able to function better, or I'm coming out of my tunnel and back into the light, to be the light.
Totally.
So right now, I am maybe trying to see if people are interested in some sort of healings and stuff, so I could do some sort of transition exchange, or do some energy work on them, or if they're open to it, and use that. And like I said, if I get anywhere between the $40-50 minimum, like I said, I ain't looking for much, just for gas, then I'll be there. And we'll work from there.
Okay. All righty. I'll stay tuned into that.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm just going with the flow of things, and if I feel it and I get a word from you or a response that somebody's interested, then maybe, just make it a trip,
Cool. All righty, brother.
Yeah, because that is about an hour drive for me, an hour plus. So
At least, yeah. It's an hour to LA from here. Or no, I don't know what it is.
yeah. So
Okay, cool.
all righty.
All right, brother. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Peace.
Later.
Later.